So we're looking now, and I can see Sean on the camera, and I'm going to bring him in. Hopefully he's ready. Hi, Sean.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Alex. Again, just want to say straight up front, I can't hear anybody, so I'm just going to wing it without any sound. We tried to do it with sound, but I can't hear anybody, so we're going to get started. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Edible Ornamentals. My name is Sean Plum, and we are commercial chili growers. For those of you who tuned in yesterday and saw the tour of the site, you're going to see something similar again today, so apologies for the repetition. But what we want to do is we want to tell you a little bit about who we are as a company and talk about some of the varieties of chilies that we're growing this season, and also show you one of our commercial tunnels where we're growing chilies for some of the artisan producers that you guys have had a chance to see this weekend. So without further ado, please join me in the aluminum greenhouse. Thank you. So this greenhouse was here when we bought the site, and it is our selling greenhouse. It's we open it up usually in April, and we sell tens of thousands of chili plants, all different varieties in here. And I'm going to talk about those in just a second. But before I do, I want to just give you a quick overview of who Edible Ornamentals is and what we do. We started trading originally, started growing chilies commercially in 2001. So we've just finished our 19th year of commercial chili growing here in the UK. The business itself started by accident. And I know some of you have heard this story before, but my mother and father-in-law were commercial cucumber growers. And they had grown not just cucumbers, but cucumbers, aubergines, lettuce, chrysanthemums, you name it, for over 40 years. And we worked for them off and on over the years. But in 2001, my wife, Joanna, was going to Shuttleworth Horticultural College, and she took on a project to grow 3,000 chili plants, 8 different varieties. And the business started when that order was canceled. So we were literally left with 3,000 chili plants, didn't know what to do with them, and so we decided to flog them. And we went to car boot sales, farmers markets, garden shows, food and wine shows, and by the end of 2001, we had sold literally all 3,000 of those plants. So for the next couple of years, that's all we did was sell chili plants. And then in 2004, we started making pickled chilies, salsas, sweet chili sauce. We set up a production kitchen in 2005, and we got to the point where we were living in one village, growing our chilies in another village, cooking them in another village, and selling them all over the south of the UK. And we wanted to move the business onto a single site. This place, it's Sherwood Nursery, was an old derelict flower nursery. It came out on the market in 2007, and we purchased it and converted it into the chili farm that you're going to see today. We do a lot of things. Number one, we sell chili plants. That's an important part of our business in April, May, June, and July. We also grow chilies and supply chilies, both wholesale and also retail. And it's not just fresh chilies. But it's also dried chilies. We also have a commercial smoker. We supply smoked chilies. And we freeze a large quantity of chilies. Now, these frozen chilies are fantastic for artisan producers. What we do, we pick the chilies during the season, the British season. We process them, and we take the stems off, wash them, and we puree them into a 500-gram block. And these blocks, we have about 2,000 kilos of these at any one time, all different varieties, and we supply those. We also do some other things. We do a lot of tours and experiences. This nursery is open to the public, and normally this time of the year, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we would have cookery workshops, chili growers workshops. We do a chili tour and tasting experience. And we also do an afternoon tea and tasting experience. So this is a chili afternoon tea and tasting experience. And we've got customers arriving. So Anyway, what else? What was I saying? So let's talk about some varieties. One of the varieties that I'm going to start off with is my favorite. This is a variety called Adorno. So if anybody's ever seen Adorno before, it's an Italian variety. And the quick thing that automatically you see is it's got the purpling, this variegation of the leaves. When it starts producing flowers, these flowers will be beautiful purple, delicate purple and white flowers. It's a bird eye chili. They grow upwards, they're about that big, and they start off dark purple and ripen to bright red. They are about 100,000 Scoville, so they're quite hot, but this truly is an edible ornamental, and these types of varieties are what inspired our trading name all those years ago. Okay, so we're going to start with a hot one, and we're going to go to Ferocious. So a Ferocious variety that I want to mention, this one's got a little bit of a burnt leaf, but this is called Peach Boot Jolokia. So this is the ghost chili, but it's a variant of the ghost chili that ripens to peach color. Fantastic, makes great sauces and jams. We are growing these commercially. So if this is something that you're interested in making sauces out of or jams, get in touch and I'll be happy to help. So that's Peach Boot Jolokia, and I'll just mention the pot. Remember I said my in-laws were commercial cucumber growers. This pot is a piece of history. It's about 40 years old, and these are being given new homes all around the UK. These were used to germinate cucumbers many, many years ago. Okay, let's move to the Habs. So I've got two habaneros that I want to mention. The first is the white habanero, and not quite as hot as the chocolate, which I'm going to talk about in a second, but the white habanero is a fantastic variety. We've got a picture here. I don't know if you can see that picture, but they don't ripen to white, but it's more of a cream color. They're about 400,000 Scoville, and they have that classic fruity flavor of the habaneros. So those are available, and I'm talking about these plants. So if you're nearby, you can come and visit us and buy these plants any day of the week. Right now we have temporary opening hours, 11 to 3, 7 days a week. We also have lots of tomato plants, cucumbers, herbs, all kinds of bean plants, as well as dozens of varieties of chili plants. We also have a mail order offer, and I have an offer, an any UK offer, so hopefully that code comes up today. If you want to buy super hot chili plants or any of our other chili plants, you've got a 10% discount. If you want to buy online, you can buy online. We have special packaging, and those are shipped straight to your house. So let's talk about chocolate habanero. Chocolate habanero is a brown ripening habanero. So it's just like all the other ones. The chocolates are the hottest. In fact, they've been rated up to 477,000 Scoville. They have a real rich flavor profile, and they've become very, very popular as for chili sauces and jams. And we supply some of the best chili gourmet chili companies in the UK with these chilies. We're growing about 800 of those. You're going to see a tunnel full of them in a minute. Right, last but not least is the Boot Jolokia. So many of you will know the Boot Jolokia is the ghost chili. And Boot Jolokia is important in the history of the super hot chilies. And the reason is that for many of you, you will know that before 2006, the hottest chili in the world was the Red Savina habanero. It was in the Guinness Book of Records, and it was 577,000 Scoville. That was beat by the Dorset Naga in 2006, which tested at 900,000. And then the following year, 2007, a guy in America named Dr. Paul Bosland at New Mexico State University grew these chilies from India, and they tested at 1 million Scoville. And it started a global arms race. And people all around the world began breeding hotter and hotter chilies. And you guys can tell me a lot better than me how hot those chilies are. But that's Boot Jolokia. You can order these on our website, and one of the hottest in the world. Okay, so let's head out to the commercial tunnel. On our way, I'll just kind of point out a few interesting varieties. We've got some Aji Amarillos over here. So this is a real important Peruvian variety. And we've got quite a few plants of those. They're quite tall, very, very distinctive flavor profile, citrusy flavor. We also have got something called orange drop. And orange drop is another Aji variety, ripens to bright orange instead of bright yellow, like the lemon drop. We don't know what they taste like. We're going to find out at the same time as our customers. And cherry bombs, we've got some cherry bombs. Armageddon, some of you may have heard about the Armageddon. We're growing those commercially again this year. And you will know that you may know that we make a hot sauce, which is called Armageddon. So we're out on the patio here. This is when the cafe's open. The cafe's actually closed right now. And we've suspended all of our experiences until the government says that we can resume. But normally, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, we have a cafe service out on the patio and inside the farm shop and the cafe. And yeah, this is the place. So we're going to head out to the tunnel. We're just putting the finishing touches on a little greenhouse. We're going to grow some aubergines, tomatoes, and cucumbers in there. And we'll just make a quick stop in this tunnel. This is a smaller commercial tunnel. This is our Pick Your Own polytunnel. And in 2008, we launched the first ever Pick Your Own chili polytunnel. And customers from all over the UK have come every year to pick chilies. Normally, we've got about 50 varieties in here. This year, because we've got nobody coming here and we need as much space as possible for wholesale because of the demand for British chilies, we filled it up with Dorset Nagas. So if you come back later in the season, or if we do a video like this later in the season, you're going to see some massive, massive Naga plants in here. But let's go look at the hobs. Now this place is a construction zone. We have just recovered 3 polytunnels this past week. So the one on my right is 280 square meters. That's just been recovered. And another smaller one over to the left has just been recovered. And the one next to us over here, another 280 square meter tunnel, has just been recovered. But we're going to stop off in here. So this is our chocolate hob tunnel this year. So there is approximately 800 chocolate hobs in here. They are grown using a drip system, and we've got crop support, which is the plastic mesh. And I just want to talk a little bit about the wholesale offer that we do. So we take orders from our customers in January, but I can take orders at any time of the year. But if you place an order with me in January, I'll give you a very generous discount, and we will literally grow those chilies to order for you. But you can place an order at any time of the season. We specialize in niche varieties, so chocolate habaneros, lemon drops, those peach boots, Trinidad scorpions, the Carolina Reapers, varieties that you can't normally get at the wholesale markets in London and Birmingham, and as fresh as possible. So what I'll do is I'll pick up the phone and I'll give you a ring a couple days before we start picking, and I'll say, get your freezer ready or get your commercial kitchen ready. We'll pick and ship within 48 hours. The result is the freshest possible British grown ingredients in the UK. You can only get fresher if you're going to grow them yourself. So that's what our offering is. Just want to talk about some of our experiences real quickly. Some of you have probably been on some of the experiences, or some of you may have a voucher to come on an experience. Now, right now, they're all suspended, but as soon as we have the opportunity to reopen, they will reopen. These experiences are all about getting your hands onto the chilies and cooking with them. I do a chili sauce and jam workshop. We also do a cooking with chilies made simple workshop. I do a chili growers workshop, and I think some of you are planning on coming on the chili growers workshop. And then we also, in the cafe, we do an afternoon tea, a chili chocolate afternoon tea and tasting session. So a lot of different things happening here at Edible Ornamentals. This is a point where I would normally open up to questions, but if you came on a real tour with us, we would do something very, very similar to what we've just done now. The main difference is we would finish the tour in the actual restaurant. We'd have a big table set up. We'd have a range of our own products. and a selection of products from our customers. And you'd get a chance to try those, and we would also have fresh chili. See, everything from mild to wild. We always have milk on standby as well, just in case, so you can put the fire out. But it is very, very highly received. Have a look on TripAdvisor. We are currently, and we have historically been right up there. According to customer ratings, we have been the #1 thing to do in Bedfordshire on TripAdvisor on a pretty consistent basis. What's that? Okay, I think this is my 5-minute warning. Okay, thank you. So lots of exciting things. We've got a Father's Day offering that's gonna launch here in the next sort of 24, 48 hours. It's a special offer. It'll include a chili plant and some products, but keep an eye out on. In fact, I'll post it on Any UK when we announce it. But keep an eye out on our webpage. So again, our site is called Edible Ornamentals. So you can join us on Facebook, and also our website. I should mention our website name. And our website is Chilli Ranch. So ChilliRanch, chilliranch.co.uk. You can buy vouchers for the tours. You can buy chilies during the picking season. You can buy chili plants right now on our website. So go on there, use the NEUK discount code. It's going to automatically give you a 10% discount on anything you purchase over the next several days. Yeah, so really what I've tried to do today is give you a little bit of an overview of, who is Edible Ornamentals. It's myself, it's my wife Joanna, and it's a small team, including my lovely daughter Nazi, who's holding the camera at the moment, and several other people. Some of those people haven't been able to come here because they've had to self-isolate and everything else, and it's made it a challenging year, but guess what? We're going to have a big crop of fresh chilies this season. If you don't get a chance to come and see us, definitely keep an eye on our website, place orders. We'll be happy to send you fresh chilies, whether it's wholesale. Wholesale offering starts at about 5 kilos, or even retail. We sell both. Then I've showed you how we grow a little bit commercially. And last but not least, I've promoted all of the exciting things that we do. I'm going to answer questions on the Any UK feed, or on the actual event feed, in just a second. I can't hear you, so I apologize for that. It's just the way this microphone thing works. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up now. So before I do, just last thing, I want to say thank you again to Alex and all of the people who've made this festival happen this weekend. It's something unique. It's something we need to repeat, and we're going to continue to support it. So, and I just want to wish all the traders. I know it's been a challenging start to the season, but we're here. Give us a call if we can help you. If we can work together, we just want to wish you the most successful year possible in 2020. Thanks, everybody. Keep it hot.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. I need to be there. In fact, the chat, everybody in the chat needs to be there.